Thinking of lifting or modifying your Toyota truck? According to Consumer Reports, over 70% of lifted trucks end up with worse ride quality, bad mileage, or reliability issues within the first year. And reliability is the main reason why people buy Toyotas, right? So before you spend thousands on lift kits and oversized tires, watch this video, because I'm gonna break down the real do's and don'ts of modifying, what actually works. Stick around till the end, because I'll reveal one simple upgrade that outperforms the costly lift kits. But first things first, why do you want to modify? For camping, overlanding, and weekend adventures, right? That's the trend right now, and it's awesome. Who doesn't love the outdoors? But the first thing most people think is, I need to lift my SUV, slap on bigger tires, and make it trail ready. And the aftermarket industry loves that. They'll sell you every kit, bumper, and gadget you can imagine. But the truth is, once you change suspension geometry and load the vehicle with poorly engineered parts, you undo years of Toyota's design and testing. The same truck that could once handle thousands of miles with no problems now struggles with worn axles, clunky steering, and poor alignment. So the question comes, what you should avoid? Number 1. Modifying before testing stock. The first mistake is jumping into modifications without ever trying the truck in its original form. Toyota engineered the 4Runner, Land Cruiser GX, and LX with serious off-road DNA. These trucks already come with ground clearance, long suspension travel, and advanced AWD systems designed for trails, gravel roads, and uneven ground. Most owners are shocked at how capable these vehicles are straight out of the box. In fact, the factory setup is often more than enough for camping trips, weekend adventures, and light overlanding. But instead of testing their stock, many owners rush to add lifts, oversized tires, and heavy bumpers. The result? A truck that feels rougher, drives worse on the road, and ends up less reliable, all before you even gave it a chance to perform the way Toyota intended. Number 2. Assuming lift kits make things better. Another mistake is believing a lift kit is an instant performance upgrade. The reality is, most bolt-on lift kits mess with suspension geometry. By changing the angles of your control arms and CV axles, you put those parts under stress they weren't designed for. Over time, this leads to torn axles, failing ball joints, and constant alignment issues that make the truck wander on the highway. And while the truck might look taller, you haven't really increased its off-road ability. In many cases, you've actually reduced suspension travel, which limits how well the wheels can stay planted on rough terrain. So you get a higher ride, but at the cost of comfort, reliability, and long-term durability. Number 3. Sacrificing reliability for looks. It's easy to fall into the trap of adding aftermarket parts just for the aggressive look. Beefy control arms, big tie rods, and heavy-duty ball joints might look solid, but most of them aren't built to Toyota's strict standards. OEM Toyota parts are tested for durability over hundreds of thousands of miles. Many aftermarket parts, especially budget ones, aren't. They loosen up faster, wear unevenly, and can even fail when you need them most. The irony, that cool-looking mod may leave you stranded with a breakdown in the middle of nowhere, or stuck paying for expensive repairs. At the end of the day, reliability is what makes Toyota trucks special. Compromising that for a photo-ready look simply isn't worth it. If you made it this far, then consider liking this video, giving it a thumbs up, and subscribing to my channel. This helps me bring you more honest car advice. Number 4. Overloading with unnecessary weight. Then there's the habit of adding every accessory under the sun. Massive steel bumpers, oversized skid plates, roof racks packed with gear. It all adds up. And unless you're actually tackling serious trails regularly, most of this equipment never gets used. Meanwhile, the extra weight is always there, dragging down your gas mileage and stressing out suspension components. It also makes maintenance harder. Heavier parts mean longer service times, higher shop bills, and extra headaches whenever something needs to come off for repair. The smarter approach? Keep your truck as light as possible. Add only what you'll actually use. That way, you keep efficiency high and wear and tear low. Number 5. Confusing camping with extreme off-roading. The last big mistake is mixing up casual outdoor trips with hardcore off-roading. A weekend of camping, light trails, or gravel road driving doesn't require rock crawling gear. Toyota already designed these trucks to handle that level of adventure without any modifications. But serious off-roading, like rock climbing, deep mud runs, or extreme trail work, is a completely different category. That's not casual fun anymore. That's a sport. And just like racing, it demands a purpose-built machine. Trying to turn your daily SUV into a rock crawler usually makes it worse at both jobs. It loses comfort and reliability on the road, yet still can't match a dedicated off-road build on the trails. If you really want to go extreme, it's smarter to have a specialized off-road rig and keep your Toyota SUV doing what it was built to do best: balance reliability, comfort, and capability. What happens when you lift? Most owners don't realize that Toyota engineered its suspension systems with a very specific range of motion. Every part, the control arms, CV axles, tie rods, and driveline angles, was designed to operate within a set limit. That balance is what gives you smooth ride quality, reliable handling, and long-term durability. When you install a bolt-on lift kit, you don't magically extend that range. In fact, you shrink it. The suspension now operates at steeper angles, which means less articulation on rough terrain, more strain on the joints, and constant wear on bushings and bearings. Over time, this leads to clunking noises, torn CV boots, and alignment issues that never seem to go away. Oversized tires only make things worse. They rub on the fenders, stress wheel bearings, and throw off the calibration of sensors, triggering tire pressure lights and traction control warnings. They're also heavier, which robs the truck of acceleration, puts more load on the brakes, and adds rolling resistance that eats up fuel. The result is a truck that's noisier, thirstier at the pump, and far less comfortable on the road and off-road. Ironically, you lose capability because the suspension can't flex as it was designed to. What started as an upgrade actually leaves you with a vehicle that performs worse in both worlds. Now, what are the smarter ways? Number 1. Try stock first. The smartest move is to test your truck in its factory form before spending a dime on modifications. Toyota trucks like the 4Runner, Land Cruiser, GX, and LX are built with genuine off-road ability straight from the showroom. They already have strong suspension, AWD or 4WD systems, and protective skid plates that are more than enough for camping trips, overlanding, and weekend adventures. Most owners are surprised at how much these vehicles can handle without a single change. Mud, gravel, steep inclines, and factory suspension can manage it all. By testing stock first, you give yourself a true baseline. You might discover you don't need any expensive mods at all. Number 2. Consider factory off-road trims. If you know you want more capability, Toyota already has you covered. Models like the 4Runner TRD Pro, Land Cruiser, or Lexus GX Overtrail are factory-built for tougher trails. The difference is that these trims aren't just lifted with random parts. They're engineered as a complete package: suspension, shocks, drivetrain, and electronics, all tuned to work together. That means you get extra off-road strength without compromising reliability or comfort. Instead of piecing together aftermarket parts, buying a dedicated off-road trim ensures you're driving something tested and backed by Toyota. Number 3. Upgrade step by step. If you do decide to modify, the key is patience. Don't throw on everything at once. Start with the basics like tires before moving into bigger changes. This approach lets you see what actually improves performance and what doesn't. Maybe all you really needed was a better tire setup, or maybe a small tweak like upgraded shocks gives you the confidence you were looking for. By upgrading step by step, you avoid wasting money on parts you didn't need and protect the truck from unnecessary stress. Number 4. Keep up with maintenance. No upgrade beats good maintenance. Toyota's reputation for reliability comes from proper care, oil changes, fluid checks, and OEM replacement parts. When you take shortcuts on service, no amount of aftermarket gear will save you from breakdowns. In fact, poorly maintained trucks with fancy mods are some of the worst cases shops see. Sticking to factory maintenance schedules, using Toyota-approved fluids, and keeping everything in top shape will do more to extend your truck's life than any lift kit ever could. If you are still thinking about when to actually modify, I would recommend when and only modification makes sense, when you've tested the truck stock and found its limits. If you regularly bottom out, scrape bumpers, or tackle trails that push the suspension beyond design limits, then upgrades may be justified. But understand this clearly. Once you reach that level, you're no longer weekend camping. You're entering the world of dedicated off-road sports. Just like race cars are built for the track, serious off-road trucks are built for trails. In most cases, that means owning a specialized rig you trailer to the trailhead, not turning your family SUV into a clunky, unreliable project. Now, here is the bonus tip, the one upgrade that outperforms every mod. Invest in a second set of wheels. One of the smartest upgrades any Toyota owner can make is buying a second set of wheels with aggressive off-road tires. Here's why. Road tires are designed for quiet, comfortable daily driving. Off-road tires are designed for grip and toughness, but they're loud and wear down quickly on highways. By having two sets, you get the best of both worlds: daily comfort and fuel efficiency during the week, and maximum traction and protection for trails on the weekend. It's a simple strategy that saves money, preserves ride quality, and gives you flexibility for any adventure. So, my personal experience is that most Toyota and Lexus owners who lift their trucks eventually regret it. At first, the modifications might look exciting: a taller stance, aggressive tires, and a rugged appearance. But once the honeymoon period ends, the problems start to show. The ride becomes clunky and uncomfortable. Fuel economy drops noticeably, sometimes by several miles per gallon. And over time, repairs start stacking up. Torn CV boots, worn ball joints, noisy bearings, and constant alignment issues. The truth is, Toyota already engineered these trucks to strike the perfect balance between reliability, comfort, and off-road strength. Years of testing went into making sure a 4Runner or Land Cruiser could take you to a trail, handle the terrain, and still drive you home in comfort. A cheap lift kit doesn't add to that, it takes away from it. If you really want to get the most from your Toyota, keep it simple. Test the truck in stock form and see what it can already do. Upgrade to better tires if you find yourself needing more grip, but save major modifications for the rare case when you're tackling extreme trails where you're bottoming out regularly. By resisting the urge to chase fashion or hype, you protect the very things that make Toyota trucks legendary: their rock-solid reliability, long-term comfort, and ability to last hundreds of thousands of miles. In the long run, that's worth far more than a temporary off-road look that comes with endless headaches. If you found this video helpful, then be sure to watch this video next, where I'm explaining why you should only buy used Toyotas.